Do it.
Hi, this is Keeper, and welcome to Keeper's Direct Sellers Get in Shape for Life Fitness Challenge. A number of you have joined us, and I'm absolutely thrilled. I really didn't expect it to grow to the degree that it is. But as a number of you have joined us, a number of you have never been in the gym before, a number of you have never done any exercise, or some of you just haven't done anything for quite some time, and you're looking for a way to get started again. You're looking for some moves that you can do at home just to get you back into the groove before you even go to the gym. Today, I'm going to go over a series of exercises that you can do at home with some dumbbells from 2 pounds to 20 pounds or even some bands. We're going to do some leg work. I'm going to show you some shoulder exercises, a few chest exercises, a few bicep and tricep exercises, and just a few ab exercises that you can do at home. There's going to be a number of moves here. A few of them are going to have modifiers, meaning that I'll not only show you from a dumbbell standpoint, I'll show you from a band standpoint, and even show you from just a body weight standpoint. The goal here is not for a serious transformation, but it's to get you going. It's to strengthen your muscles, strengthen your tendons, get your cardiovascular system going. I'm going to go slow, but know that if you put these together in succession, you will build an interval workout, a very nice interval cardio style workout that you can use. I'm going to suggest that you do anywhere from 3 to 4 sets of each exercise. Hopefully you'll put them together. And also to take about a minute rest between each interval and do about 12 to 15 reps of each exercise. So without any further ado, I'm going to get started. If you want to reach me, you know how to do it. Certainly if you're here on Direct Sellers, Keepers Direct Sellers Get in Shape for Life Fitness Challenge, you know how to reach me. You can hit me direct here on Facebook. Otherwise, you can just shoot me an email at keeper@directsellinglive.com. Let's get started. Okay, the first series of exercises that I'm going to show you are just some basic chair exercises. Everything that we're doing is something that you can do at home. It's going to be you, some dumbbells, a chair, and some bands, or just your body weight. The first thing that we're going to do some seated squats, then I'm going to show you some glute lifts, then I'll show you some back chair squats, and then we'll finish out with some side leg lifts, okay? Let's get ready to go. Okay everyone, like I said, we're going to start out with the leg exercises. As you can see, I have a chair, I have a couple of dumbbells, and I have a band. So, what you want to do for the squats is you want to come in and sit down on the chair. You want your knees at a 90-degree angle, which I'll show you in a second. And basically what you want to do is you just want to sit down and stand up. That's a squat. Have your hands out in front a bit if you can, so it looks like this. 1, 2, 3. That's it with just your body weight. If you want to go to dumbbells and add some additional resistance, grab a dumbbell in each hand, hold it down by your side, take a deep breath, breathe out on the way up. Ready? 1, 2, 3. That's with dumbbells. Let's say you have some bands at the house. And what do you do if you don't have any bands or dumbbells? Well, we'll talk about that in just a second. I wrap the bands around my wrists, put them inside my hands actually. Knees and legs once again at a 90-degree angle. 1, 2, 3. From the side, what does that look like? Well, let's just turn the chair around really quick. 90-degree angle, back nice and straight. Chest out, chin up, hands out here. 1, 2. Dumbbells. 1, 2. Bands. Wrap them in my hands. Basically you want equal weight. So if you take your hands like this, the band will drop to center. Spread the band out a bit. Take your feet to shoulder width apart. Once again, stomach in tight, chest out, back nice and straight. 1, 2. And those are your squat exercises. This is going to be for your glutes, your butt. And it's also going to be for your hamstrings. You're going to stand behind your chair, both hands on the back of the chair for balance. You're going to bend one knee, lean forward just a bit, Kind of bend your elbows just a bit, or you can stabilize it, whatever you feel comfortable with, as long as you're comfortable. Keep the leg nice and straight. Heel up to the ceiling. 1, 2, 3. Switch. Bend the knee. Straighten out the back leg. 1, 2, 3. There are no modifiers for this exercise. Since we're here, we're going to go to the back chair squat. Feet about shoulder width apart. Shoulder width apart. There's no problem bringing your feet in closer. It's just a harder workout. And it also means you can't go down as far. But it's real intense and it gets inside your hamstrings right in here. But for our purposes, we're going to stand behind the chair. Feet about shoulder width apart. Back nice and straight. And it's going to squat down. If you can't go all the way down, it's okay. Go as far as you can. This is a full squat. This is a half squat. This is a quarter squat. And that's it. That's really all it is. Side leg lifts. This is what side leg lifts look like. This is going to hit your outside part of your leg. It's also going to help with your hip flexors. An area that's particularly easy or particularly weak for most of us. Stand here, nice and straight. 1, 2, 3. Those are side leg lifts. Turn around. 1, 2, 3. Last exercise is what we call knee ups. It's raising your knee to hip height. Lean over just a bit, contract the ab. 1. Try to make everything as much of an ab exercise as possible. As I lift up, I'm breathing out, contracting my abs. So it's like this. The switch of the leg. 3 sets of 15. Done. Next exercise will be the shoulder exercises. Okay, we're getting ready to get into the shoulder exercise. Once again, chair, dumbbells, bands, body weight, whatever you can do. Just so you know, when picking your exercises for the legs, pick 2 leg exercises, pick 1 shoulder, pick 1 chest, pick 1 back, pick 1 bicep, pick 1 tricep, and do all the ab exercises. It's a great interval circuit. Now, shoulder exercises. We're going to use a dumbbell, starting with a dumbbell overhead press. Once again, I'm seated. My legs are at a 90-degree angle, stomach in tight, chest up. Real important that you keep your chest up, because if you lean over, it puts a lot of stress on the back of your neck. Your posture becomes compromised. Your low back becomes compromised. Not good. And it also helps you to contract your abs. Shoulder press starts here, 2 pounds, 20 pounds, bands, whatever you want. If you notice, my elbows should be at a 90-degree angle, and I'm going to push straight up to the ceiling. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's an overhead shoulder press. I'll show you with the bands in just a second, but before I do, I'm going to show you the side lateral raise and the front lateral raise. Side lateral raises are kind of done in multiple ways. Sometimes you can do them straight arm if you want. You can do them with a slightly bent arm if you want. You can even do them at a 90-degree angle arm if you want. Whatever is comfortable for you, modify it. Here we go, straight arm. 1, 2, 3. When you take the weight up, do not go above shoulder height. Do not do this. It puts a lot of stress on your neck. If you want to keep the stress on your shoulders, shoulder height are just slightly above. Now, front lateral raises. Same thing. Do not bring the weight above shoulder height, or maybe just slightly above. Chest up, back nice and straight, feet at our 90-degree angle. Starting at my side, I slowly lift up, contract the abs. If you contract your abs and blow out, you will feel the ab work, the ab contraction. Do not hold your breath. Breathe out. If you hold your breath while doing your exercises, your body is actually fighting against itself, and that's really what you don't want. You want the body to work with you. Last shoulder exercise is the 90-degree side lift. Starting like this. What does it look like with bands? Here we go. Once again, I'm stepping on the bands, shoulder width apart. Once you get a shot down here, you can see that. See, I'm right here, shoulder width apart. Shoulder raises. I've grabbed the bands and I put them in my hand like this. And it's 1, overhead press, 2, 3, 4. Side lateral raise. I need a little more tension, so I'm going to wrap it around my hand a little more. And it's 1, 2, 3. Slightly forward. 1, 2, 3. 90 degree. 1, 2, 3. Front lateral raise. 1, 2, 3. Next up will be arm exercises. Okay, welcome back. Right now I'm going to show you the arm exercises, a couple of basic exercises. We've all seen people do bicep curls. Well, that's what we're going to do. Keep in mind, if you don't want to sit down, you can stand up doing these exercises. This is for those people who aren't quite sure of their balance, not quite sure of their strength, either in their legs or in their stomach or in their back, or maybe they're somewhat compromised health-wise. We want you to move. We want you to do something. Not everyone's goal here is to lose weight. Not everyone's goal here is to lose body fat like mine. We have some people here who just want to move and get healthy. They want to be able to make sure their joints are strong. You might be a little old. You might have some bone issues, bone density issues. We just want you to get strong, because the stronger your muscles are, the better your body will work for you. You have great direct selling products. Why not put them to their maximum use by actually incorporating exercise and cardio in your entire health and wellness lifestyle? So, on to the dumbbell exercises. We're going to show you dumbbell bicep curls, double, which is together, and alternating. I'm also going to show you how to do it with bands. Dumbbell curls simultaneously. Once again, back straight, legs at a 90-degree angle, chest up, ready to breathe, contract the abs, and lift slowly to shoulder height. Do not just let them drop down. A couple of things. It's really bad form. And second of all, it puts a lot of stress on your neck. Just letting them drop down. Control it. You can get almost as much, if not more benefit, slowly bringing it down. The faster you move, you still have to control it. Those are double bicep curls. Alternating bicep curls are one side, left side, right side, left side. So it's 1, 2, squeeze at the top if you can. 1, 2. The count on the alternating curls is 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. Now let me show you with the bands. Let's set these over to the side. Once again, I'm going to wrap them around my hand because I need tension. You want tension. You might find it easier, you will find it easier without any tension, but you will not get the benefit. So, bands wrapped around the hands. Double bicep curl. Alternating bicep curl. Once again, if you're a little more advanced, you can stand up. Now, the next move will be tricep exercises coming up. Okay, here we go. Now we're going to get into the tricep exercise. That's the back of the arm. What we just did with the bicep exercise is where the muscles right up here. I'm going to show you a couple of exercises. Some of them you've seen before. The first one is going to be a chair dip. It's just you and your chair. What you want to do is place your hands on the back of your chair. Get nice and comfortable and nice and stable. Then you want to walk out with your feet, and you want to make it so, and I'll show you this from the side, that your back goes directly down, your butt goes straight down. If you notice, my knees are bent. You can keep them straight, but you have to have stronger triceps to do it. Modified is a bent tricep chair dip. And so it looks like this, stomach in tight, down and up. If you notice, my elbows are bending. They're doing all the work. If you keep your legs straight, a little tougher, that is the chair dip from the front. But let me show it to you from the side. Legs bent at first. Here, if you notice, my back is nice and straight. My back is also, will go straight down, just skirting the front of the chair. I'm not out like this. That puts a tremendous amount of stress on your shoulders, and you can actually tear a shoulder muscle quite easy. Tear a bicep and a tricep muscle quite easily. Not to mention you could also lose balance, slip off the chair. So you really want to go straight down. Legs out front. And that's the chair dip tricep exercise. Next up is going to be an overhead extension, where you take your dumbbell, you just place it in your hands like this. The dumbbell is going to go right through here. So it looks like this. Elbows by your ears. Arms at a 90-degree bend or deeper. And just bring the dumbbell over your head. That's a double arm. Single arm is like this. If you notice, my shoulder is not going crazy. I'm trying to keep all this stable. Switch it over. And that is your overhead extensions. Last exercise is what we're going to call a kickback exercise. Kickback, I'm going to hold on to the chair for balance. You should always hold on to the chair for balance if you've never done anything like this. Your feet are going to be about shoulder width apart or tighter. You don't want them out like this, but you do want them in here, inside the shoulder. Your knees are going to be slightly bent. Your back is going to be slightly bent also. Can be to a 90-degree if you're strong, if you have a strong back. Otherwise, at a slight angle. But what's going to support the back is you holding on to the back of the chair here and keeping your stomach nice and tight. A kickback is going to look like this. Elbow is going to be at 90 degrees, and you're just going to kick it back. Just like that. With the dumbbell. I love this exercise. I really do. A double arm is going to look like this. If you're strong enough, you don't need the chair. What does it look like with bands? I'll show you. I'm going to make the bands nice and strong by doubling them up. I'm going to stand here and once again kick back. How does it look with the double arm? Once again, roll them up. Step into the bands. Let them hit the floor first. Bend and 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's it for the tricep exercise. Okay, Sophie, say hi. Yes, this is my running buddy, Sophie. Okay, now, all right, now we got Sophie out of the way. I'm going to show you some back exercises, just a couple of simple back exercises. They're just to get your lats going, get them nice and strong. What you want to do, dumbbells and bands, you can do it with both. You're going to stand up, you're going to turn the chair to the back, okay? Your position is going to be like this. One hand on the back of the chair, front knee forward, slightly bent, back leg forward, can be slightly bent, doesn't have to, it's up to you. I suggest you do bend the knee just for flexibility. And you're going to take your dumbbell. It's going to be straight down, back nice and straight, stomach nice and tight, very critical. Arm is going to drop straight down. And what you want to do is pull that elbow up to the ceiling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When you're done, switch. Knee forward, bent. Leg back, slightly bent. Face looking forward. Don't turn your head this way. Try not to turn your head that way. Just try to go straight ahead. You can look down. Make sure your neck and your head are in line. Straight down. 1, 2, 3, 4. How does it look with bands? Step on the band. Get out of the way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Switch it over. 1, 2, 3, 4. What about if you just want to sit in the chair? Well, what do? Simple. Dumbbells. Lean slightly forward. 1, 2. These are your lats, your back, your large back muscles. What you want to do is squeeze them together. 1, 2, 3, 4. With the bands. 1, 2, 3, 4. In case you didn't know it, your large muscle groups, your legs, your chest, your back, will also give secondary emphasis to all of your smaller muscle groups. So if you notice, when I was doing the back exercises, my bicep flex, which means I got a minimal bicep curl, and coming back down, and for stabilizing action, my triceps had to kick in. Also, the shoulders had to kick in. So you do get secondary emphasis, meaning you get secondary movement, secondary benefit. Those are your back exercises. Okay, next set of exercises will be the ab exercises. People oftentimes want to know, I've done 500 crunches, I've done 1,000 sit-ups, I've done all these things, but I still can't see my abs. The reason why you can't see them is because you haven't lost the body fat. That doesn't mean your abs aren't strong. That doesn't mean they're not there. You just need to do some additional changes with your diet, some additional changes with your cardio so you can drop the body fat. All that will come in time. But your core is getting stronger, meaning your abs are getting strong. Your lower back is getting strong. So with that in mind, let's look at a few ab exercises. The very first ab exercise that we're going to do is going to be called a leg lift and hold, where you bend your knee, bring it up towards your chest, hold it for just a second, and then drop your heel back down to the floor. So it's going to look like this. If you notice, I come to the front of the chair. I move my butt from the back of the chair to the front of the chair so I can lean back slightly at this angle. And I really want to hold on to the chair. Not only for balance, but it helps to stabilize your entire upper body. It also helps with the contraction of the ab. If you're really strong, really advanced, oftentimes you don't need to hold on, but that's not where we're at. So we're going to do here, knees slightly bent, toes up off the floor, heel on the ground. And when I bring my knees in, I'm going to blow out the air. I'm going to have an ab contraction by then contracting down on the ab. So it looks like this. If you notice, when I bring my knees up, I bring my chest and shoulders slightly forward to meet the knees, which also contracts the ab down even harder. If you can hold it, which is the ab, which is the leg lift and hold part for just a second, 1. You will feel this exercise at the end of your 15 reps. Your abs will be sore. What does it look like from the front? Quite simple. Bring my butt to the front of the chair, lean back slightly, hands have a really good grip on the chair, knees slightly bent, toes up, heels on the floor, and breathe and that is your leg lift and hold. Next exercise is going to be a twist. You're going to need your dumbbells for this one. And you're going to stand up. This exercise is really for your obliques, your outer abs, but it will put intense pressure on your forward abs. It will put a lot of pressure if you do it right. Knees shoulder width apart, okay? Shoulder width apart, knees slightly bent, feet shoulder width apart, knees slightly bent. I'm leaning forward just a bit so I can contract down on the ab. Before the movement even starts, I'm in a contracted ab position, so it looks like this. I'm not straight up, I'm slightly forward. Then I'm going to grab the dumbbells, 90 degrees, and I'm going to move the dumbbell from the right side to the left side. Right side to the left side. If you notice, my head should not be moving at all. If it is, it should be very, very slight. I'm not turning my knees around either. All this is stable. I want everything to happen inside the waist. inside this entire core area. So it looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. The further out you have the dumbbell, the harder the contraction, the harder the exercise. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you can bend over even more, contract the abs even harder, better exercise. If you notice, I'm not doing this. No. All this is stable. Legs, knees, feet are stable. Upper body stable. I'm only turning at the waist. My shoulders are helping to drive the movement. And I'm contracting these abs really tight. And that is your twist, your oblique twist. Last ab exercise is going to be a seated crossover. Feet are about shoulder width apart. Arms up at 90-degree angle. I'm going to bring my right elbow to meet my left knee as I raise it up off the ground. So it's going to move in the center, in the center, in the center, contracting down on the abs. You can hold on to the chair here if you want for more stability. So it looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Switch to the other side. Right arm up, 90-degree angle. Left elbow up, 90-degree angle. Bringing the left elbow to the right knee. 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are your ab exercises. Pick 2 leg exercises. Pick 1 shoulder, back, chest, which we haven't done yet. We'll do next. 1 bicep exercise, 1 tricep exercise, and all the ab exercises. Up next, the chest exercises, the push-up with modifiers. Okay, welcome back. Now I'm going to show you the chest exercises. I'm only going to show you push-ups. That is it. We're not going to work on anything else. Why? Because you don't need anything else except you, some open space on the floor, and your body. That's all you need. I'm going to show you the standard push-up. I'm going to show you the bent leg push-up, which some people call the girl push-ups. I absolutely hate that name. Girl push-ups. It's a modified push-ups. It's a bent knee push-up. Got nothing to do with girls. I know plenty of guys who cannot do a standard push-up. So don't even sweat the girl push-up. And then I'm going to show you, if you can't do the standard or you cannot do the bent knee push-up, how to do it as if you were on a countertop or leaning against a countertop in your kitchen or in your bathroom or a chair. How to do it. First is just going to be the standard push-up. If you cannot do the standard push-up, like I said, don't worry about it. I know plenty of guys who cannot do a standard push-up. It takes work. It's hard. When I first did push-ups, I couldn't do them. It took me a long time to get to this. Speaking of a long time, I know you want to lose the weight fast. I know you want it to happen like this. Here's something to think about. If the condition that you're in right now, you're not happy with it, go here mentally. If you're 40 years old, it took you 40 years old to build that body. It took you 50 years to build a body that you don't like. We're talking about reversing the process, putting in the time, putting forth the effort. Do not get discouraged. So many people talk about how discouraged they are because they didn't lose a pound this week. I didn't lose 5 pounds this month. Like I said, it took you years to build the body that you have. You're now talking about reversing the process. It's commitment, it's time, it's energy, it's mindset, it's food, it's exercise, it's cardio, it's all these things. Look at your life going forward. What do you want it to look like? That's the key. What do you want it to look like 6 months from now, a year from now, 10 years from now? That's the key. Like I said, it took a year ago when I was really out of shape, when I was almost 200 pounds, it took me 53 years to get to that 200 pounds. I knew it wasn't going to take me 10 weeks to get rid of it. It just wasn't. I had to get on I had to get myself ready, and then I found the right diet, and I found the right supplements, and I was able to make some serious transformation. But it took decades to build that piece of crap that I had. So Just keep that in mind. And it took a long time to be able to do a push-up. Keep that in mind. Standard push-up. You're kind of in a plank position, which is just flat out. And you want your elbows close to your body. You don't want your hands out in front. You want them right at about your shoulders. You want to keep your butt down, and you want to keep everything nice and straight, as if you're on a board. You don't, and you want to just want to lift up and down. And down. You don't want your hands out here, won't work. You don't want your hands out here, won't work. As you progress, you can put them out wider, or you can even bring them in closer. That's fine too. If you notice, my butt is not in the air like this. No, no, no. Nice and straight. I'm aboard. And down. Push-up. What if you can't do the push-up? What do? You modify. You get ready. Bent knee push-ups look like this. Also called a tabletop type push-up, because you're kind of a table, 4 legs to a chair, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's pretty much kind of a tabletop position. From this spot here, you just bend your elbows and you drop down. 1, 2, 3, 4. When you're doing your chest exercises, what's going to fail, what's going to get exhausted is not your chest muscles. It's your triceps and your shoulders. But your triceps will fail first. That's why you want to do your major muscle groups first. You want to do your legs, you want to do your back, you want to do your chest first, and then go to the smaller groups, which are shoulders, biceps, triceps, and abs. So, once again, the modified push-up is here. As you get better, you can slowly move your legs out. But what if you cannot even do the modified push-up? I'll show you in just a second. Okay, the very last push-up. Let's say you can't do a standard push-up. You can't do a bent knee push-up. What do? Well, you modify it once again. You go to a higher surface. You go to a surface that's in your kitchen. Right at the edge of your kitchen counter, you can do a push-up there. The counter of your bathroom, you can do a push-up there. If you have a very strong dining room table, you can do a push-up there. I'm going to show you what that looks like just using this chair. Because even this chair is a modified push-up. It's kind of at an incline, okay? So what you want to do, you want to come to your chair, and you want to be at this position. And imagine this is a counter in your kitchen, which means it's going to be even higher. It's going to be even easier for you to do. The further back you put your legs, the harder it's going to be. So even when you're in your kitchen, you can come really close. It's okay. No one's keeping score. But the push-up is going to look like this on a counter. Once again, my back is straight, my butt is down. I look like a board, hopefully. And I go down, up, and that's the push-up. Okay. Those are the exercises anyone can do at home. You really don't need any equipment with any of the stuff that I showed you. Even if you don't have any dumbbells or bands, go into your kitchen, see what type of canned goods you have. If you have something that says 16-ounce can of black beans, you've now got a 1 pound weight. If you've got a couple of those, you've got a 1 pound weight. If you've got a 28-ounce can of something, you've got almost 2 pounds right there. Something you can easily work with and you can easily start with, particularly for the bicep curls. It's okay. If you can get some bands, even better. If you want to step up to a series of dumbbells from 2 to 20 pounds, you're now rocking. You're really ready to go. Make this work for you. These are exercises that anyone can do. If you want me to outline a series, what an interval looks like, I would be more than happy to do that. Anytime you do these exercises, take about a minute rest between each one and then start again. You're looking to do 3 sets of 15 reps. So write down. Oh yeah, don't forget, be sure to have water with you. You're going to get dry. You're going to feel dehydrated. The water will help energize you. If you get to be tired, take a deep breath and relax. No one is telling you you've got to do this in 20 minutes, in 30 minutes, in 40 minutes. I just want to give you something to do that you can do at home. Thanks. I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions, you know how to reach me. This is Keeper for Keeper's Direct Selling Fitness Challenge. Talk to you soon.